Huh. Great glory, great praises go to the Most High God Almighty. Beloved, we will begin to pray, and we will give the instruction for the shining star. Yes, sir. Give me a one if you can hear me and see me well. Thank you, beloved. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, indeed. For those of you that were with us last night, we had studied the Smoky God voyage inside of the inner earth, and as you may know, all those books that were written on these subjects, all the versions and all the editions, they have been edited it out. They have been co-opted, perverted, changed, removed, added on. They have been all perverted. Some of them are 200 pages, some of them 190 pages, some of them are 75, 74 pages. Okay, but the information is clear. Of course, they will make it seems like it's some type of legend, or it's some type of I don't know, made up story, some myth. But we know for a fact this is not what that is. It was real, it is real, and it's still real. Oh, boy. It is real, okay? So, oh, boy. And as we already know, or as we may know, that the Mighty One is heavily communicating with us throughout everything. Last night, uh, I was um, I was watching the video that the beloved brother Big Judah released, and I saw that the people had saw in the background when he was talking the giant head of the Olmec dude, the giant head of the angel watching over him. And now you see how our people have become spiritually so advanced that they can literally see things like that. Okay, just like we used to see the people are sending pictures, they see faces on the cloud, two faces kissing each other and stuff. They are seeing like faces in the trees and things like that. Those things are not stuff you just it's just clouds, it's just nature, that's nothing and stuff like that. You have to watch those things. You have to watch those things. One of the main reason, like the Mighty One had ordered me to stand down a little from the Esau's Troubles video and had me study and then bring more information about the intelligences. And he want the people to start seeing those things. A lot of you saw those things. You saw the signs, and you knew for a fact that's what it is. It's not like you can't make it up, because what it is, most of the stuff those Gentiles are bringing out there, those are things they made up. Those are things they purposely made, the things they set up, and then they bring it out there. Oh, hey, look at this and stuff like that. Oh, this just happened miraculously. No, you just made that up. So we highly recommend the nation to do not ignore those things. Even when you pass, you are thinking about something, you saw it on somebody's shirt, You saw it on the back of a car and a billboard. It is the message. That's how the angels communicate. Okay. All right. Some of you, you are not in that level yet to start seeing things like that. That doesn't mean they don't communicate with you. Some of you been seeing numbers 1111. I believe I need to send the brother this thing 1111 111 12 12 12. Those are sequences messages that they are sending to you. You just need to do a little research and find out what it means, and do not doubt it. Do not doubt it. Anytime you see you see things, weird stuff in the heaven, a simple picture there's a sister. She went in on a place over there. I will ask the nation to keep the beloved sister Tracy, her husband, and your prayers. Of course, the husband has some issue related to his health, and we ask the nation, the AK warrior, to keep the beloved sister Tracy Steele and her husband in your prayer, please. The sister sent a magnificent picture, and it come to realization when I'm looking at the picture and I saw in the what was behind her. And of course, and the sister and I, we went to a conversation, and she had some issue of stepping out the house because, of what's going on out there, man. And then she realized what those things were, and then she, through the conversation, through the things the nation been doing, she stepped outside, and she been going around, and she's at peace now. But we'll ask the nation to keep the beloved brother in your prayers so we can return back to his full vigor, health. Yeah, so do not, beloved, do not just say when you see those things, don't go to your pastors and tell them, because, well, that is if you're a Christian, you're watching this, because your pastors, they are not here to tell you the truth or anything like that. Okay, the truth is within you. If anything, you send it to the nation. I may not know what it is. If I post it, somebody here will know what it is. Another sister sent me something regarding Mundus Subterraneans, or the underground world, or the subterranean world. I'd like to call it the subterranean world. And it has said the fellow that wrote it, and the people like, oh, it's a theory. It's just a theory, and there's no scientific fact and stuff like that. It's theory. That's no theory, man. Those things actually do exist. Okay, from last night. Okay, we know for one thing that the underground underworld, the subterranean world, have the of um three quarters of land and one quarter water. Okay, the three quarters of land, they got cities that are the size of states. Okay, they got cities down there. They got literally, they based on what they got, more people downstairs and up there. And those people, according to what when I was studying this thing way back 2006 2005, there was a gentleman, a whole Haitian gentleman, and he was talking how there's a lake in Haiti called Lac Azariah, or Lake Lake Azariah. It's close in a place called Tomaso. At night, they see light beaming from this lake up. They literally see spaceship come out of the water open, and the spaceship beaming up, and then after that, coming in over there, and then back and forth, in and out, back and forth. And the people say sometimes they just sit there. They just sit. That was before the whole clickety clack, snap, flash, and stuff like that. That was back in the 80s, 70s, and 60s. And sometimes they landed on the mountain. They just stay there. Okay, and because of the ages now, it's not like those things, they can be right in front of you. You have a camera, you cannot snap a picture. It's not like, oh, they are afraid of picture. Let me tell you something. When it comes to Gentiles, most of the smart animals, they stay away from the so-called Gentiles, because the Gentiles have this, they have this mentality. For instance, when they first heard about Shambhala or Agatha, remember the story? What did they do? A group of them went to the North Pole, into one of those biggest holes. They start throwing dynamite in it. They start throwing bombs in there. So the inhabitant inside will come out so they can see them. This is how those people are. If they find a new species of animal, they will go over there and shoot and kill them. I'm telling you, this is for science. We're gonna have to cut this animal open to see what it does. Okay. Thank you, Sister Deborah Dunbar, for the super sticker. Okay, they, if they met another new species, another new people, they're gonna have to see if they can kill them. Okay, they will make them look like villains. If those people could ever, okay, somewhat beat whoever live on the ground, they would have already made them like, they would have get the news. Yeah, those people over there, they have other people that we need to bring them democracy, and then the church gonna say, oh, are they saved? Are they saved? Okay, you will have the Catholic Church, the Baptist, your Christian friend, your Christian family would have said, we need to go out there, give them the good news, the gospel. We had to give them the gospel, and then they will take those priests and, hey, bring the little boys. We need to bring the little boys over there. Okay, get those people over here, give them a few of social security, have them working and stuff, and then have them pay taxes. 3/4 of the land downstairs, massive land. Software update. No. Let me later. All right. On the software update. That's what those people have done. Send their military. We have to spend our military over there. Make sure that they no not the terrorists don't attack them, because we have a group. And then the American they would have just stayed there. The entire world would have said, yeah, send the troops over there. Make sure Bin Laden or ISIS or whatever that is don't go over there and kill them. And then you will have your own people. That's what they are doing right now. People that look like us attacking us. And our people still fell for this bait. A bunch of people that are broken. A bunch of people that have no ethics, saying things about our people, taking things. And most of our people are involved with these things that are draining your energy. And you're not focusing. They know this eclipse is coming, and they're gonna send bigger things, bigger distraction, so you won't focus. Now, beloved, because last night, we were talking about the underground worlds. Of course, we find out that the aperture, which means the open hole of the to get inside, is about 1,400 miles long. Okay, 1,400 mile across, not radius though. 1,400 mile across. Okay, so a 1,400 mile is something like standing in Miami and looking at Providence, Rhode Island, which you could never see because, well, one, it's too far, and which is like a little thing. Okay, so that's what it is now. Because of that, I did indeed promise the nation that we are going to get into the ingredients for what we're going to do on December the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, and the 24th. Why? Because those 3-4 days are when the portals are open. That's when the winter solstice is here. This is the time for great spirit, great energy are coming, and we need to do what we need to do according to what our ancestors were doing and to us. We are evolving, we are moving forward, we are not going to turn back. Because of that, we will release the ingredients and the instruction for you to get, because apparently one of those I got it here, one of those ingredient could take at least a month for you to get it. Beloved, let us pray. Then I will give the instruction, and then you can either write it down, save this video. I don't know. Brother Devin will put it on the website, which is egocentrically called BigLevi.com. Beloved, let us begin. Let us thank the Mighty One for everything He's been doing for us. Great praise, great glory goes to the Mighty One, the God that created the heaven, the earth, and everything in them. Oh Lord, you, terrible and horrible as you are, with your terrifying powers, we come before you. We give you great glory, great praise for everything that you've been doing for us, everything that you did, and everything that you will do in the future. As we are seeing, there is a great confusion in the midst of 83. They surely don't know what to do. They have great fear. They have trembling of the heart and trembling of the loin and trembling of the soul, if they have one. We say thank you for not giving us into shame and reproach. Thank you for not giving us into disgrace. Thank you for not abandoning us. But yes, thank you for giving more information, more knowledge, and more wisdom unto the people, as we see our brethren and sisters are becoming spiritually more advanced. They are seeing things that they never saw before, things that they saw before, but they did not understand nor pay attention. We say thank you for always keeping us under your holy wing. And we say Psalm 91 upon us, and Psalm 97, 98 upon them, Psalm 58 upon them. Beloved brothers and sisters, this is a critical time we are in. This is a time that our ancestors wish they would have seen. This is the sign, beloved. Our ancestors, this is the time our ancestors would wish they were there and witness this. This is a great opportunity. We must humble ourselves because humbleness is glory. We must be quiet and let the Mighty One do his things. It's not like he doesn't know. It's not like the angels don't know. Your duty is to be still and give him glory. Your duty is to study, to show thyself approved unto him, not unto men, not unto me, definitely not unto the Gentiles. Your job is not to repeat after them. Their job is to repeat after us. Once we come up with something, you see them talking about it, that means we are on the right track. If you're seeing them are passing on the mentor or the mental to their daughters or stuff, that means like they are defeated. There's nothing they can do. To the AK warriors, pray. To the brothers, to the sisters out there, pray. Do not forsake the Most High God Almighty. Do not forsake the angels. Study, pray. Heavenly Father, as we are in December coming up, we will undertake the Shining Star experiment, the Shining Star exercise. We are asking you to bless this beforehand. Send your angels to bless that and bring the abundance of the blessing upon us. May the blessing overtake us, whether we want it or not, just like we didn't want the curses, but it happened. Some of the blessing that will come, beloved, you would not want it. That is the truth. You will say, I don't want that. This is too much. But you will have no choice. You will have no choice. It will come. We'll do the best that we can do, beloved, to keep the nation in line as we are right here, because it is your prayers. Most of the people out there are not praying, they are fighting. Most of them are not rejoicing, they are crying. Most of them are not studying, they are fearing, they are repeating. You are very rare. Continue the fight. Continue to pray. Heavenly Father, may your will be done in this earth as it is in heaven. May your will be done in our heart on this physical realm as it is in the mental and astral realm. Thank you for all the knowledge. Thank you for all the wisdom you give unto us. May the angels come and bless everything that we are doing. May the angels come and bless the bath that we are going to do on the winter solstice. That's going to be December the 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Selah, so be it. By the horrible and terrible power of the Most High God Almighty vested in me, and He can take it anytime He feel like. You may go in peace. I leave all of you in peace. Fear not men. Fear not the elite, the globalists, the politician, or the scumbags and bucktooth monsters. Fear them not. You have more power than them. Beloved, before we go to the next subject, then again, full disclosure and full disclaimer. We are very, very weird people. We will discuss certain subjects that will be uncomfortable to some, especially if you're new to this truth. If you are old, you probably not going to like what we're going to do to say it here. However, we will not be bullied. If you come in our comment board, try to bully us, try to tell us what we are doing is wrong, as if we are children, we don't know what we are doing, as if we are doing those things, to upset the Most High or to go astray from Him, you will be blocked, you will be removed, you will be high. The moderators won't deal with you. If you come here with respect, you will be treated as such. If you come here with disrespect, you will be treated likewise. We are going to discuss the instruction for the shining bath. Now, most of you already know what the shining bath is. What is the shining bath? Each and every one of you that are listening now or in the future were born to shine. At a moment in your life, you will shine, and this shine will last forever. When I say last forever, the result of this shine, it's like, that's like a cash cow. It's like having a cow. Anytime you want milk, you can go on to it, and then you get milk until you let this cow for your kids. Your kids breed it, make other cow and stuff. Each of you have a shining star in you. However, because of trauma, because of certain experiences through childhood to teenagehood to adulthood, you lost this shining. However, the most effective way to take someone's shining is by doing it on purpose, not by fleshly, let's say, sexually encounter, but to literally use this person in a way by abusing this person verbally, emotionally manipulate this person. Know for a fact that person is smarter than you and better than you. You told this person the opposite. You literally suck up all their quote unquote their shining star. For instance, there is a classical example of a brother that had a great shining star. Okay, this brother is used to be the greatest, probably one of the greatest producers out there. He produced for Ludacris, When I Move You Move. He made a great album. He used to have this little teddy bear in his album. He was a great dude. His mind was straight. Okay, this guy produced certain track that he produced, and they make millions. I didn't even know he made it. Okay, it's two of them. There's another dude that he produced for Dr. Dre. Still, Dre is a white dude though. He do piano stuff. The other dude is a black dude. Both of them used to make banking. Okay, one of them, the white dude down there, he's still in Florida. We see him all the time. Okay, I think he lives in Hallandale. Okay, his spending monthly used to be $1 million. What happened? Those guys, they get involved with certain people that stole their shining. Now the brother lost his freaking mind. Now he's out there attacking a man that died horribly a couple years ago when one of those demons put his knee upon the brother neck. Now you got those people teaming. This brother literally lost his freaking mind. His shining was stolen. He literally lost everything. We'll see the brother talking. He doesn't make any sense at all. Some of you may not be a celebrity, Okay, you get into a horrible, nasty divorce, and a horrible and nasty breakup, horrible and terrible things that happen to you to your childhood, the verbal abuse, the physical abuse. This literally stunt your growth, and then it literally mess up your shining. Your shining was stolen. There is a way to get it back. It can be stolen back. If you will get it back, but there is a strong probability somebody will steal it again, because the moment you have those, when you have shining and you, people will need, they'll see that. When you start to shine, people will see this. And anyone that all start shining, most people don't come with things like, I mean, congratulations and stuff like that. No, they come with a handshake and a dagger behind their back. That's why if somebody, you start shining, stay off social media completely. Stay the hell off. Cut. Well, I already cut a bunch of people off on my life, but you need to do that. So now you need to lock it up, the instruction or in the website. So this is what you're going to need. Excuse me, to get your shining back. Okay. Oops. All right. To regain your shining, you will need those ingredients. You will need 14 chia seeds. Okay, somebody write that in the chart. Please, beloved, don't email me and tell me to give you the thing back. It's there. Okay, you can always rewatch that and write it down. Remember, study to prove thyself approved. 14 chia seeds. 7 leaves of hyssop. Give me a second. Let me show you what I'm talking about. Oh, there we go. Oh. Yeah. Okay, this is hyssop. That's the leaf. So this been in there for about 3 weeks. I need to change the water. You know what? Oh, I don't need to change the water because the water is blessed. Okay, this is the water that I use. Okay, when I'm consecrated my pentacles. Okay, 7 leaves of hyssop. Now, 7 leaf. It could be 7 of those little package or dry hyssop. All right. If you can put it in 7. Remember, when they tell you 7 is 7. You can buy one of that, you separate it in 7, or you buy 7 of this. They are quite rare. They are, you don't find them. Okay. Yet hyssop is in the same family as parsley, but it is specific. You have to get hyssop. You can get it in oh man, you can smell this. You can get it in a dry state. You can get it into a wet state. This has been there for 3 weeks. All right. I'm not going to change the water. Just going to leave it in there. This is hyssop, the leaves. All right. You will need 7 of them. You can get 7 packs like this. That would be cool. Or you can get like the dry one. You separate it like a box of them. Okay. And then you cut it 7 times. All right. Boy. I need to change this. I'm gonna put the water and another thing in there. Changing it. I can throw this water away. It's a blessed water. Okay, they are blessed water. You don't throw blessed water away. If you have to, you just throw it around your house to shoot things out. All right. You're going to need 7 of them. You're going to need 14 chia seeds, like the seeds. The chia seeds are very small. You should be familiar with this. You're going to need 3 coconuts. All right. You're going to need 3 coconuts. You're going to need a bucket of water or whatever recipient. Okay. You're going to need a new sponge. You're going to need a new sponge. It has to be new. A new sponge. whether it's white, yellow, as long as it's a sponge. It has to be a new sponge. Yellow, white, whatever the color, it doesn't matter. You're going to need one brand new soap, any brand. One brand new soap, any brand. Any brand will do. You're going to need a white candle. This is very important. Again, beloved, like I said, one, it can't be. I'm just telling the people what they told me. It has to be a brand new sponge. If you don't have a bucket, you got like anything. If you have like a tub, you can put it in the tub. When we say bucket, we need like a bowl, a bathing bowl, a bucket, or whatever that you can put the water in, that you can perform the thing. Beloved, please. Okay. Sponge, a brand new one. It doesn't have to be a white one. It just appeared that I have, well, it just happened that I have this white one. And then you're going to need one white candle. Now, let me repeat the whole thing over again. You're going to need 14 chia seeds, 7 leaves of hyssop, 3 coconuts, 1 bucket of water enough to bathe, 1 brand new sponge, 1 brand new soap, and a white candle. Everybody cool here? Are we clear? Should we keep on moving? Everybody got that? Again, you can always come back and rewatch this video and write things down. If you're at work, you're listening, just I don't know, click the like button so you can go into your like things, so you can see what it is, or put it in your favorite or whatever. Now, okay. All right. Good. Good. Thank you. Some people already put the information in there. Okay, 14 chia seed, 7 leaves of hyssop, 3 coconuts, 1 bucket or a tub or like the bathing bowl of water, enough water to bathe yourself. Okay, 1 brand new sponge, 1 brand new soap. Any brand is good as long as you can bathe with. It has to be a bar soap, Brethren. Please do not ask me, Big Levi, what if I use uh, uh, liquid soap. Beloved, it has to be 1 bar soap. But I don't like bar soap, Big Levi. That's on you, man. But from what I'm getting, that's what it is. All right. Now, because we are the children of the light, we do not work in darkness. The first thing you're going to do before beginning anything, Brethren, especially, you see this one? This one is extremely important because this one is going to be closer to our new year. Okay, this one is going to be the one that, like the winter solstice, will open. You know what winter does? It kills pretty much, well, I don't want to say this, but winter is like when everything went into hibernation. So you're going to go into the world's going to go into hibernation. It's gonna be winter for them. You don't want this winter to affect you, so to speak. And you want when the spring get there, you're going to flourish. You're going to germinize, so to speak, better. Now, since we are the children of the light, we don't do anything on darkness. You will need a little white candle. Okay, you should already have one of them at home. You know those little candles. I always forget the name of those little flat candles. They have a funny name. It would be best to get one of them. Okay, or you can get a regular candle, one of those candle that we have here. You can tea light. A tea light candle would be great. Tea light candle would be magnificent because it's just gonna be burned for like for like 30 minutes, right? 15-20 minutes. That's how long. If you take very long shower, I don't know. All right. Take the recipient you are going to use to bathe yourself, in this case, a bucket. Break the coconuts, pour the water in the bucket, in the tub, in the bathing bowl, and the recipient. You're going to break the coconut. Of course, beloved, you light up your candle, your white candle. You call your guardian angels to assist you. You call the 24 elders to come here and assist you. You open the four quarters. You call up all the energy. And then you say, this is it. Today I want my shining back. Every single things that I lost in my past, that have been stolen from me, I want them back. As of today, as of now. All right? You're going to break the coconuts, three of them, break one, pour the water in there. Break the second one, pour the water in there. Break the third one, pour the water in there. Add the 14 chia seed in the recipient. Now, when you're adding, anytime you are preparing something like this, always speak what you want. Like, I'm adding this, obeying me, and stuff like that. You're activating them. Because by now, I'm talking about the people that have been doing this age before. By now, whatever that you're doing, you see, if you go to a restaurant or if you're eating, the moment they put the food on the table, it right in front of you, whatever that is bad in it, boom, they will run. The food is already blessed. You don't have to do all the prayer, oh, grace and stuff like. You can do this, but the moment the food arrives in front of you, now that you've been quote unquote, Lord forgive me, initiated by the angels, because the Most High move you, you're not stuck, you're not stagnant now, you're moving. Now you gotta be very careful what you're saying, where you're putting your mouth, what you're touching, and who you are touching and rubbing against. When you're adding the 14 chia seeds, you said whatever that you want. You drop the first one for all the health problem that I have to begin. I drop the second one for all the money that I ever lost, or the third one for all the bad stuff that happened to me, all the trauma and stuff. You drop all 14, or you just drop them like this, okay? But then again, it is always recommended that you add them with some stuff, creature of the Most High God Almighty, which created you for me to use however I want. I'm using you to do what you need to do for me. Bring me back my shining. All right. Then you're going to add the 7 leaves of hyssop, and then you're going to crush the leaves. Okay, you're going to crush them really well. Okay, take your time. There's no time limit. I'm sorry. There's no time limit on this. Last time, one brother, the brother was doing things so fast because he didn't want the sun to set. Or he didn't want the sun to go away. He didn't want the meet the 12 noon. There's no time, brothers. You take your time. All right, you take your time. You crush the leaves and the water. You crush it. You rub it, you quash it, you make it until it turns green. You do it very well done in there. All right. And if you wish to do this, you can do this at midnight. Okay. But do it at night instead. That's would be the best way to do it. You can do it at any time the sun go down. But midnight, like that's when special portals are open. Anytime during the night can be done. All right. But we will recommend you to do it at night, though. Okay. Now you crush the hyssop, the 7 leaves. You add them. You're talking your things, all the good stuff. All the things you want to live your life in righteousness. This is you. If you want, again, so I know, brothers. Just like you are doing this thing, I want to be. Some people are doing this thing. Hey, I want my mother or my brother or whoever did me wrong to die. I want this to die. I want Big Levi to. Something happened to him. I don't like this guy and stuff like that. Don't be surprised. People will do that. Okay? You quash it, make it real nice. All right? Yeah, no illicit demand, brethren. You can do this if you want, but we will advise you don't do it. Use the soap and the sponge to bathe yourself while speaking the curses off of you. You're going to take your brand new soap and your brand new sponge. You're going to use them, bathing yourself, scrubbing yourself while you're speaking every single thing that is not good on you to get off. You're going to speak everything that are in darkness, things that are not good, to get off. And you want your shining to return. If you have specific things you want to say, you say it. Okay? You're bathing with the water, you're bathing with the soap, you're bathing with the sponge, you scrub yourself well, you're taking shower, you can just scrub yourself for the first time, you throw water, you rinse yourself, you take another passing, rinse yourself good. One rinse is good. You do as many as you want. Okay? All right? But it is always advised if you're doing this in the bathroom to get some. Is that what that is? What they call them again? One of those catcher. Is that sink catcher? There's a name for it. What is it? That thing that you put in a little hole so that stuff won't drop in there. A drain cover. A drain cover. It is always wise to use one of them. A drain cover. Okay. All right. A strainer or a drain cover. Yeah. Or if you're one of those people that have the space, you get one of those little kiddie pool, one of those big ass little kiddie pool, and then you bathe inside of it so you can take the rest of the stuff. Okay. Now, again, you scrub yourself, you speak the curses off, you scrub yourself really well by repenting and speaking all negative waves and energy to get away from you. Once you're done, take the sponge, the soap, and the rest of the bath residue, including the coconuts, then throw it far away from your home. Again, do not look back until you cross the threshold of your doorsteps. Once you're done taking your bath, your shower, and everything, whatever you wish it, you take all the ingredient, the rest of the ingredient. Okay, you can put it in a little black bag. Okay, you have to put the sponge, the soap. Don't use the soap again, beloved. Do not use the soap again. Don't take this back with clothes. Okay, it's not like the other one. This one is going to be just the way that you came out of your mother's portal. Put the sponge, put the soap, and then take the rest of the bath, like the rest of the Aesop, if you can find the rest of it, you put it there, and then put the coconuts in there, the rest of the coconuts. Do not eat the coconut, or don't leave it in the kitchen, and then the wife or the husband get in there like, damn, coconuts, and then eat it, or the kids just take it in and start eating it. Once you finish, you do that, you put it in the black bag, or whatever the bag color, and then you throw it outside your home. Do not throw it in the trash inside of your home. Just like the anana, whatever negative energy that you have, brothers, you have to throw it outside your home. It is always best to drive somewhere that you're not going to pass for the next 8 days. You go to a park, you put it in one of those trash thing in the park, and then you drive home, or you just drop it in one of your main dumpster, and then you walk back into your house. Don't drop it in there. You heard somebody call your name like Tracy, and then you turn around. That's it. If you turn around, whatever that you drop in there, it's gonna come back to you. You're gonna have to start all over. Somebody, you heard people calling you John, brother John. People are calling you names, sister, brother. Hey, you will heal people. You just walk up. I can't heal. I don't give a f. Your son is calling you. Your daughter. You just walk. Yeah, if you have any water left, or the water will just drain away, you just take the residue. Okay, the residue, you will not be able to take all the Aesop, of course. It's gonna be quashed, fine quash, especially if you use dry Aesop. You won't be able to get that. Okay, and then you go back home. Okay, and then you clean your shower, whatever and stuff, and then you go, and then I would recommend that you sit. You light your regular candle, you pray, you thank the Most High, you thank all the angels, you send them in peace. Okay, you send everything in peace, and then you go to sleep. It is always wise you go to sleep the way you came out of your portal, the mother's portal, or you sleep with white. Okay, you're good. Now you can do this the 21st, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th. Those are the best 4 days to do this. This one is specific. This one is specific. Okay. At night would be the best. When the sun go down would be the best because you are entering the winter. Excuse me. Yes, yes. Psalm 116. After you do this, it is always good to read Psalm 116. Psalm 116, it is anytime the Most High help you on something, that anytime he did something to you, you recognize, you read Psalm 116. The Psalm 116 is kind of like gratitude and appreciation. That's what it is. I thank you, Lord. You read Psalm 116, then you're good. Again, whenever you want to do things like that, brothers, I beg you to clean your place, to clean your womb. You abstain. You don't go ahead and talk and get into discuss. You're arguing with Big Levi. You're arguing with this guy. You're arguing with people and stuff. If you could refrain from baking for the day before, good. If you used to do anything like smoking, drinking, you refrain from one day, good. It will work better. But if you do anything like that, it will take it won't work as fast as it's supposed to be. Okay, because those things they are very serious. All right, beloved. So, any question? Do I need to re-say the same thing again? Everybody good? Any question, beloved? If you just got here, we will advise you to rewatch the video. No cookies, no milk, man. Just hey, if you have cookie and milk by accident, okay, good. Well, it is always recommend when you're doing anything like that, brothers. You gotta be serious, okay? All right. None of this thing, it is always good to don't do that. Don't be getting into fights, argument with two-third, and ish like this. Of course, it's gonna be around this time. People will say Merry Christmas to you. You will have like family member bringing Christmas gift. Don't get angry. Don't get angry. Don't take it personal. Just smile. Keep the vibration the way it is because those things know what you're going to do now. They're going to attack your emotion. Yes, Psalm 116 after you read Psalm 116. That is if you want, but it is always wise to do this. Fresh hyssop or dry hyssop, either way will work. Either way will work because the dry hyssop, the moment you put it in the water, the chemical reaction will happen, which will trigger the so-called astral or spiritual reaction. It will work. Dry or fresh is good. Yeah, don't be cussing the whole day. Avoid. And brethren, sistren, we told you now that you shouldn't be getting involved with this anyway. Now that you're into this thing, don't be cussing, man. Don't be like say anything. Any fifth word you're saying out of your mouth is a curse word. You're gonna have to show very like a hell of a lot of mental resistance, man. Don't be cussing all day. Hey, man, what's up, man? If them Negroes, Kanye West can eat a pile of steaming bag of cake in his dream. You don't get into that. You got to restrain yourself, man. Yeah. Yeah, all people, man. If you are around, you're gonna be around a group of people. They're gonna be involved with smoking and talking and stuff. Hey, man, hey, Nico, yo, you don't know how this is important, man. I'm trying to get my shining back, dog. This is very important to me, man. I ain't got time for this nonsense, man. Okay, all right. For those of you that I know, some of you are working at night. You may not be able to do it on like this time, but you can do it anytime you're off at night during the day of December. And then you'll see if you're in business, this is good for you. It is always good, and when you're starting some stuff, you do this thing. All right, abstain from doing this, and it is always wise doing this time. When this time, that's like brothers. When I say abstain from doing this, it's like okay, well, let's say we're gonna do it the 24th. And then 24th, you're like, okay, today I'm not gonna do anything. Nah, man. It is always best, like on the 23rd, you don't do anything. You know, it was always wise, like the 21st, 3 days before, you don't do anything. You keep this energy, you meditate it, you pray, you meditate, because this is serious, man. And then once you've done this thing, okay, then you can go ahead, you do whatever you wish to do. But it is always wise to stay away from cursing, getting involved and stuff. I will say stay away from online scam. Somebody, if you listen to a brethren or sister that are sending negative energy, that are attacking people or getting angry, cut it off. And one of the main reason a lot of things when people do them, they're not working for you. One, there are certain things you do that can condemn you for life. This is what could this is the probability of things that could happen that can render you effed off when it comes to spiritual things. A pathological liar. I'm not talking about like harmless lie. I'm like somebody that lie on people just to get to harm them. If you like to do this, if someone like to lie for no reason and get people in trouble, or lie to get things and stuff, this ain't gonna work for you. Beating people, beating children for no reason, and the kid's gonna get in your ass, man. No, don't that has don't no, don't call him Cain's brother. That's terrible right there. You don't do that. Cain's brother, that's like when you only call Cain brother like once in your lifetime. That's you barely. Do you know some people, they live their entire life, they never call upon this fellow? That's only once in your lifetime. You know, you never do this. Cain's brother, you only call this guy if it unless it absolutely the situation required it. That's all. What we're gonna do on the 24th is not the same thing on the. I think the sister probably confused October 24th than December the 24th. That's not what that is. Okay, if you do not like to share, for instance, if you like somebody that is like by if you're a bitter person, you don't like to share things, and you like to take things from people. That's not good. If you're someone that hated other people for having good things, for having a better life, it won't work. If you hated for instance, if you have a problem, you just hated men, or you just hated women because these women did something to that man did something. It's like, I hate kids, I can't stand them, I just hate them. The spirits know this. They won't serve you. You got too much hatred in your heart. The hatred is not righteous. It's not righteous. Then again, like I said, when it comes to baking, this is specifically you to the men out there. No back door entry. And if you're a woman, you let this man enter and the exit and the one way out. This man is condemned. You're going to have to go to a hell of a lot more cleansing. Because right now you are considering to be a priest and a priestess in training. I'm telling you what they told me. If you're men out there, you get into a woman and you enter her in the back door, you condemn yourself. I'm not going to say the rest, but you condemn yourself. That if you are all about that stuff. If you're a woman, pretty much the same thing. I told you shouldn't be messing with things like this. This life is a very serious life, man, because you have what they call this again. You have examiners. You have examiners with their little notepad. watching, taking notes. When you're doing those things, they're taking note, man. And when the final exam, when the stuff, they will give the results. That's why a lot of people fail. You will see a lot of people fail, man. You have to keep this thing. You have to do what's need to be done naturally, righteously. All right. Then again, remember when you are doing this thing, you are speaking things with your mouth, your lips. If your mouth are going into places that no business had to go in, the same exit sign. Because trust me, for I envy you seniors out there, man. You don't know what the hell is going on. There's no straight things going on. Even with between a man and a woman, you're like, what the hell is this? What is this? What is that? What? You guys are straight men, but you discuss things with a woman. But if you're a woman and you get a man coerce you or pressure you into taking some salad and throw it away and do things with that, your mouth, it will have little to no effects to what you are going to say because it wasn't supposed to go in that place. And the exit sign. If you refrain from those things, you will see miracle. Things will happen before you even say it. You will just think of it and say, wait, I was about just gonna say this. It happened. Beloved, we have to keep this thing. Now that you're in this line of work, you have to keep this thing clean. There are so many stuff out there, brethren. It's just when I learn those things, I'm like, why, Mosai, why? Why are you making me learning those things? Well, first, I don't do those things. I shouldn't have to. He made me learn those things to see when you go around, there's a lot of people that get involved with horrible and terrible things. Anytime you're getting involved with the so-called quote unquote baking, no third party, you don't get involved with 7, 6, 12 parties, a bunch of people. I don't know those people. Energy. They don't come onto you. That's why some people you're gonna have to do multiple baths to get things off of you because you got a lot of layers in there, and you need things that prevented them to come back because they love you. They love sucking up that energy. Something that being on you on years, you think they really like to go away for if you they're gonna keep coming back. So you need to get something back every time they try to coming back. Punch them. Let's keep this clean. Let's keep this righteous. Let's get our shining star back. This is not for the nation, brethren. This is individually done. October 24th is for the nation, but this one is individually. People will look at you and then they will see things happen in your life. While it's winter for everyone, spiritual winter for everyone. And then people's like, it's spiritual summer for you. Just chill, like you're shirtless. Oh, the movie of that man in Amazon Prime, I forgot. It's a Korean movie. Somebody remember this. I forgot the name of it. It's a beautiful movie, man. I forgot the name of that guy that died, and then he went to hell, and then he went to different stage of hell. This movie was good, but I forgot the name of it. It's a Korean movie. If I remember it, I'll post it on. Well, is everybody clear on the instruction? October 25th is very secluded. It's something that the nation is going to do. If you don't know anything about it, don't worry about it. This is not for the brethren. Let me tell you something. When I was taught, let me tell you what's the possibility of what's happening and what's gonna happen. When I was speaking with the masters, and then they told me it's not you cannot help everyone. There are some people that if you pray for them, if you help them, or you cure a disease for them, especially to the spiritual level, you're going to pay for that. There are some people, if you help them, you're going to suffer the consequences. You may get into an accident. You may lose your son. You may lose your daughter. You may lose your life because what this person is dealing with, that person have to go through it because that person either one was guilty as hell or it was divine providence that said this person have to do with that. You cannot do this. You cannot help this person. If you try something, it work for you, it doesn't work for your sister, your brother. I'm getting that a lot. Well, Big Levi, it worked for me, it didn't work for my sister. It worked for me, it didn't work for my brother. It worked for me, it didn't work for my husband. It didn't work for my wife and stuff. That's what it is, man. If you force your way, you keep forcing your way, you're going to pay the price of this person because most of this time, this person never learned their lesson. This person could be an absolute narcissist. And you, especially if you're on Noga Heights out there, people will get to you and sweeten you up and then to crying and stuff, and then you feel bad for them. No, it work like that. Sensei give a very fair warning. It says it's a treat people at your own risk. It's not everybody that are sick out there that need to be cured. Not everybody out there that have a disease that need emergency treatment or some kind of like medical treatment. Not everybody. Some people deserve it. Some people, they're gonna have to go through this. Fair warning. You are acquiring certain power. You will be able to heal a lot of people. But certain people, you will clearly receive this in a dream. You will clearly, they will come and say, do not mess with this person. And you're like, well, she's my sister, he's my brother, he's this, he's that. And then you go ahead, you do this, something horrible and terrible gonna happen to you. That's the payment you had to pay for taking care of this person. All right. That's just that that's just that what the masters want to let the nation know. All right, everybody clear? We all good? We all good? Let me see. If you can't get coconuts, can you get store-bought coconut water? No. If you have to get the coconuts, that's why we're telling you now. You have to get the coconuts. It has to be the literal coconut. It has to be the literal coconuts. That's what it is. You don't pray for certain people unless they humble themselves, they come, they ask, and then you pray on their behalf. Okay? It has to be the literal coconut version. All right? If you can find like coconuts that if you find like those people that are selling the coconuts out there, that's good. You find it in the market, that's good. But it won't work if you get the coconut that somebody already break it, because brethren, every single thing symbolize something. When you break the coconut, it symbolizes you breaking something. When you throw it away, symbolize something. Everything means something in the spiritual realm. If you alter it and then you just buy, let's say you're going to do this. You take a soap that you already use, you take a piece of cloth, you put everything together, you put parsley instead of the e-soap, and then instead of the soap, you use the liquid soap, you did it, and then you put the thing every day, you just, you throw it inside your home. It won't work. It won't work. I would say don't buy the coconut a month after, brethren. It won't be like. You can buy the coconut a few days before. I would say the most a week, but I will not buy the week. 4 days before. Okay, if you bought the coconut for a long time, it's gonna go bad. It still will work, but if you bought the coconut, do not activate it because the moon going to drink it. If you say if you activate it, the moon going to drink it. Follow the instruction, brethren. That's all that is, man. Okay. It is always good to bookmark those videos just in case you forget something because memory, you won't believe how your memory work. This thing doesn't work the way that you thought it is. Like for instance, some people like I don't need to write this down, I'll just listen. And then when you get home, you forget all about it. And then you forget the video. It is for December. We give you the instruction so the nation will perform it. When we do things like that, brethren, we do them as like to help other people out there because some people they felt alone, they are living alone. Some of them they are living people. That's the greatest lonely is when you're living with someone that make you feel you're alone. All they have is this family. All they have is us, and they'll know that yeah, man. Today's the 24th. I know Big Levi. I know this sister, these brothers with me doing this. They get a little strength. That's why we do it together. Some people they really don't want to do anything alone. They don't feel, they don't feel the strength. Plus, anytime you do anything, when you do stuff together, it is much better when you have a bunch of people doing it with you. For a fact you got people around the world doing the same thing with you. That's all we do it during December 21st, 22nd, 23rd, and 24th. Okay, it depends on you. But Big Levi, when are you going to do mine? It's gonna be anytime. I'm not quite sure. I'm not quite sure. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th, midnight, or anytime the sun go down. Why? Because it's going to be the winter solstice. That's when the sun's going to reach its lowest point. Brethren, I really, a coconut, literally, if you take a coconut, well, some of you gonna do this in your bath. You can open a coconut. Brethren, when I say coconut, the one that I show you, I don't have a coconut here. Damn it, mom. This woman always have coconut. That woman love coconut. She cook with it. She did anytime that woman is cooking, she got to put coconuts in there. Okay, some people are asking, how do you open a coconut? If you hit the coconut really hard, you don't need to open it so. Mom, why cocoa? Yes. No, 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 no. All right. Anytime I bought a coconut, I show the people. I will crush it right. If you take two coconut, you hit them together. The coconut is like a hard egg. Okay, it's like a hard egg. You can just hit both of them together. As long as the coconut crack, the water can get out. You will get it out of it. Okay. Of course, you have to remove the big ass shell that is on the coconut. The harder shell, you remove it. Okay. All right, or you can cut the top around the stem. Thank you, brother. If you have some of you, if you even have coconut tree in your house and in your backyard, that's it. Oh shit, that even better. If you have the coconut tree in your backyard, you can get the coconut yourself without the coconut falling down. That's better. It's better. You know. That's like even better if you can manage to get the coconut and you just Well, I'm not gonna tell anybody. If someone you can climb the coconuts and get the coconut without the coconut falling down, woo, oh good grief. Yeah, some of our people they have arthritis. All right, they do not have the strength to break the coconut. Okay, some of them have arthritis. If you have arthritis, you can use a hammer and then pierce the coconut. If you do not have a hammer, get somebody that is stronger to break the coconut for you. You know, you can have if you have some issue with your hand, get somebody that is stronger, break the coconut, put the water in one of those like a cup, and then keep the coconut. And then when you're ready, you're gonna do the stuff and pour the water in there and stuff like that. Because we have some of our people, they are seniors, they are not that strong to break a coconut, and some of them are disabled. They want again. I know a lot of people love the coconuts. Do not eat the coconut, brethren. Again, put that thing and then throw it away. Do not eat the coconut. I won't let my mom know when I'm doing that thing because she was like, "Oh, let me throw the coconut away." She will not throw it away. That's why she love coconuts and that woman. Oh my god, a coconut opener. All right, if you can get a coconut opener, that's good. That you're gonna use this thing, but hey, usually I just hit the coconut and the if you hit the coconut on the ground, it will crack. It will crack. Yeah, you can get a hammer and then punch hole in it. All you need is the water and the coconuts. You know. Yeah, if you're advanced, you're probably gonna use a hammer. But be very careful if you have other people in the house. They really don't want to see grandma and grandpa get inside the bathroom with a freaking hammer. They will assume you're repairing things in there. When you're cracking that damn coconut, the coconut don't want to crack, and then they're gonna bust the door. Grandma, what are you doing? You know, So yeah, we gotta be very careful. People will assume that you're either cracking somebody's skull in there, or you are repairing things in there. I'm cracking a coconut, but why? And then that person like make you lose all your concentration because they have to come and question. Like, Daddy, why you have a hammer and a coconut? Are you practicing or cracking somebody's skull? That it is always better if you got kids there, you send them away. There's some stuff, make sure they go to sleep or whatever, because they will assume you have a freaking knife and you have a coconut in your hand, like some kind of horror movie. You slowly walking towards them with the coconut and a hammer in your hand, smiling at them. They like, the spirit will tell you, "Oh no, grandma, gonna crack my skull open with this," but nah, that's not what that is, man. Or some of you probably gonna use a freaking machete or some kind of sword. Please don't do this. Don't use a sword to open your coconut, man. Come on, man. Nobody want to see some, a fellow with a coconut in his hand and a freaking machete. He could have done it outside, but yet he's bringing weird stuff in there. You hear people are praying, and then there's like a little candle in there, and then he's taking rapid glimpses, watching and telling you, "Shut the door." And then he puts something in a black bag, and then he get in this car. He drove very far away because I follow him. He drove very far away, and then he dropped this thing. He didn't turn back. I was calling him. I'm like, "Grandpa, Grandma." He didn't turn around. I went in front of him. I honk. I'm like, "What are you doing?" That's why it is always good to put everybody in darkness. Yeah. Please don't pull a Jack Nicholson in your family. You get into the bathroom with the freaking axe in your hand. Don't get in there with the freaking axe in your hand and then the coconut, like 3 coconut in your hand, and you suspiciously looking at people. And they're gonna be, man, man, is that the early sign of Almighty or some kind of like mental stuff? And then they heard you in the bathroom like they're axing stuff. And then you are speaking things like, "Get off of me, you damn dirty curse, off of me. All the stuff that I lost that you caused me. All the mother loving things." Like, what the hell grandma doing in there? All right, man. I think we next. We better get out of this house. And don't be surprised when you get out of the home. There's a UL truck out there and then they are taking things because people hear you in there talking and cursing things out. You went in there with the freaking axe or some kind of scissor or something, within your hand. It's gonna be terrible. You really don't want that. Because that's how they're gonna see it, brethren. They won't know exactly because you don't tell them. Of course, you never told people this. They see you get in there with like an ice pick, with 3 coconuts in your hand, and then they hear you talking about like, ever since I was a little girl, you hold me back, take this. They assume you either drag someone in there or you're practicing to come get them. And they're gonna flee, man. So you really don't want that, It would be best, a coconut, brothers, can literally mess up everything. Please, beloved, you have to tell your people, do not freaking get a mask and a chainsaw to try to open your coconut. Nobody want to hear their grandfather or their grandmother in the bathroom with the chainsaw cursing. I'm gonna cut you wide open and use your juice to get this thing off of me. They're gonna hear something. They're gonna hear something else, and then they might call the police. You might be doing this thing in there innocently. You think like, "Hey, man, I'm doing this thing to get this stuff," and then boom, the door open. The SWAT team is out there. Get on the ground. Get on the ground. Drop the chainsaw. Drop the chainsaw. And by the time you drop the chainsaw, you're already a victim. Please don't do this. Do not use a freaking chainsaw or some kind of huge stuff. Okay. It is always good to do that. I'm just saying this, brother. You know our people. You know the 2/3. You live with them. They just assume you go in there cracking this coconut. Some of them never seen a coconut before, and they never seen you with them. They just assume that you're gonna crack somebody's skull and you're training. And they're like, and then they're already in the news too. And then they say, what you thought your grandmother was doing there? Well, and they say when people back to commit one of those MS men, they go to the shooting range and then they practice. Of course, if you're one of those old timer out there, do not use a freaking shotgun to open this freaking coconut. Okay, some of you probably gonna take a shotgun and then aim it in the bathroom. Please don't do this. Yeah, when those people go to the shooting range, I love my grandmother, but I'm not gonna let her kill me. So that's why I call the FBI to come over there and take her and stuff and things like that. I'll go see her in prison. I love you, grandma. I'm so sorry you are murderous and so. They'll do that. 2/3 will do that because that's how they think. So that's why anytime you're doing things, you just hide it from them because you really don't want them to have any suspicious idea and stuff like that. Okay, so that's what that is. And then, next thing you know, you're all over the news, and then you're in the internet meme, Netflix, or executive knocking on your door, and then they're like, "Hey, this is a great horror movie," the coconut grandma. If people like I thought this is a grandma that makes juice with coconut. No, she actually freaking kill you with the coconut by dropping it in your head. Beloved brothers and sisters, you have a nice day. I will see you later on. We will study the voyage and inside of the inner earth, aka the smoky god, and we will study certain other things. Of course, the book is already marked, so I'll say fast, pray, repent, repeat. May the king reign forever.